we'll be previewing the Week 17 matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and Los Angeles Rams. That could be win or go home. So the Cardinals come into this game off a loss to the 49ers at home. And in that game, they were really just thrown around by the San Francisco offensive line. And the Rams are coming off a brutal loss to Seahawks in which Jared Goff broke his thumb and will be replaced by the Wake Forest quarterback John Wolford. So let's get into the keys to the game. For Arizona, the key is to get the running game going through options quick little QB draws or outside like anything that gets you through or away from Aaron Donald. So what you want to do is fake option Drake outside and Kyler Murray through the middle, so it keeps the defense guessing. Don't let the edges start attacking. Then you want to establish the presence of a horizontal and short passing game, so you get the safeties Jordan Fuller and John Johnson creeping up. After that, you really want to get your best playmakers with mismatches on their linebackers. Their linebackers like Kenny Young and Micah Kaiser are not good, and that's the weak link on that defense. Um, after those are the keys on the offensive side, and after that, on the defensive side, you want to contain Robert Woods, who has had like 7 big games in a row against the Cardinals. They scheme up mismatches very well for Robert Woods, and Patrick Peterson has been prone to getting burnt by him. Then you want to stop the outside zone runs that they're going to try to establish. Keep John Wolford in the pocket. Don't let bootleg action be caused by the outside zone runs if they get it going. Then for the Rams, it's just get John Wolford out of the pocket. He's a short quarterback, much like Kyler Murray. You don't want him to get you don't want him in a collapsing pocket, and you want to run the ball with success. So you want to establish the power running game with Malcolm Brown if Darnell Henderson and Cam Akers are out, and that'll lead to easy completions. That'll lead to Wolford out of the pocket, easy completions on drag, slants, crossers, everything that Goff does really. And then you want to take deep shots early. The Cardinals will know that like John Wolford cannot throw the ball more than 50 yards downfield. You want to attack the boundaries early and get the safeties to respect the deep threats that the Rams have. Like, go throw a couple balls up to Van Jefferson, and even if he doesn't catch them or if there's no gain from it, you'll still be able to get the defense to respect the deep threat because you've been taking it. And then just contain Kyler Murray in the pocket. You don't want him to get out. That's where he's going to do the most damage. He's a little hobbled up because of his injury, but they're saying that shouldn't be a problem because he got leg whipped, much like they did last time. I think that Leonard Floyd and Justin Hollins will do a pretty good job of keeping contained instead of just straight up bull rushing.
All right, so now we're going to go through some key matchups for the Cardinals Rams game this week. And obviously, the first one's going to be DeAndre Hopkins versus Jalen Ramsey. And last game, last Cardinals Rams game, DeAndre Hopkins had 8 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. But while being covered by Jalen Ramsey, only had 3 catches on 5 targets, which shows that Jalen really can lock up DeAndre Hopkins. And that is one of the matchups we have to watch for the Cardinals to be successful this game. And if the Rams do get the better of D-Hop, it's going to be tough for the Cardinals passing attack. Another key matchup this week is going to be the Rams rushing game against the Cardinals front seven, because last game the Cardinals gave 120 rush yards to the Rams running backs, especially Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson, but those two are questionable going into this game. And Malcolm Brown had negative 3 yards last time we played, but he's going to get an increased volume this game. And the last matchup is going to be Marcus Golden and Hassan Reddick against the Rams' strong O-line, because against a short quarterback, the best thing is to pressure them and collapse the pocket so that they have limited vision just like teams try to do to Kyler Murray.
So obviously the most obvious one would be Jared Goff not playing in this game. Also, Cam Akers, the starting running back, usually for the Rams will be out. In his place will be Malcolm Brown. Cooper Cup with COVID will be sitting out of this game as well. And those are your big ones right there.
All right. On the Cardinals side, Kyler Murray's dealing with the leg injury that hasn't apparently affected him. He was a full participant in practice on Wednesday, and Chris Banjo has landed on the reserve list, which means he will most likely not play. Jalen Thompson's been recovering from an ankle injury over the last couple weeks, and he's scheduled to return.
All right, now we're moving on to predictions for the Rams Cardinals games. I have the Cardinals winning 27-13
Yeah, like
because
quick one.
I think, well, the inexperience of the quarterback for the Rams and the limited snaps he has with the first team will allow the Cardinals defense to really get after him, and he'll be very indecisive. And the Cardinals will offensively would probably get moving since Larry Fitzgerald and Christian Kirk will have better matchups than DeAndre Hopkins, and I believe the Cardinals will be able to run since they're missing Michael Brockers.
Okay. I have the Cardinals winning 24-20 this week against the Los Angeles Rams, mostly because of the inexperience of the Rams backup quarterback John Wolford and the fact that the Cardinals do have a really good opportunity to take advantage of that.
I have the Los Angeles Rams winning this game 28-10, and it's largely due to the fact that John Warford's there's no game tape on him. So the Rams will have a quarterback that will take the Cardinals by surprise no matter what he does. They may come out and run like two Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson style read options, and that those may result in large gains. I feel like they're gonna have too many surprises on offense for the Cardinals to handle. And defensively, Kyler Murray is not going to be the same running the ball because of that injury, and that's such a big part of that offense. As if Kyler runs less than 8 times, they're 0-5 in all of those games. So it heavily favors the Rams there too. The Rams corners are elite, basically. Troy Hill, Darius Williams, and Jalen Ramsey, of course, played excellent against the Cardinals the first time, and I think that there's nothing keeping them from doing it again.
Okay, so I have the Cardinals taking it 24-17. I think it'll be a really tight game, but I think just because of that inexperience on the Rams side with John Wolford, that the Cardinals will pull it off. But it'll be really close. I think the Cardinals will probably score like a touchdown with probably late in the fourth quarter to win the game.